Disclaimer, the comments made in this video are intended for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to offend anyone. Welcome to Woke Olympics Elon edition, where logic checks out and Twitter rants run wild. Watch billionaires get blamed for everything except saving the world. Grab your popcorn. This is going to be a ride.
Would you like to have someone worth $450 billion do?
I would like if there weren't people worth $450 billion.
No, okay, that's not the question. What would you like to have him do?
Huh?
What would you like to have him do? He's worth $400.
Give away more of his money to other causes, because it seems like
you mean
nobody is going
causes.
to use $450 billion in their entire life.
That's not, but well, he gave away $50 billion basically for Twitter. Like, he's not going to make money on that. He gave hundreds of millions of dollars on political stuff. He's given away billions of dollars charitably. I'm just trying to understand. And then also, do you hold Elon Musk to the same standard as Bill Gates?
I mean, I don't like any billionaires.
Jeff Bezos. I'm just trying to understand.
I mean, I don't like any elite.
I think you guys hate Elon Musk so much because he used to be on Team Left and now he's on Team America, and he's putting his money where his mouth is. And
I don't like him because he's annoying and he has bad politics.
Oh, because he has bad politics.
No, and he's annoying.
So it's like a personal thing?
A little bit.
How dare Elon Musk spend his money on things he wants? Oh God, they don't even know what they are fighting for.
And you just said that if something is slightly sexist, that's hateful content. Does that mean that it should be banned?
Well, you've asked me whether my feed, whether it's got less or more. I'd say it's got slightly more.
That's what I'm asking for example. Can you name one example?
I honestly don't. Honestly, I
you
don't.
can't name a single example. Hang on a second. You said you've seen more hateful content, but you can't name a single example. Not even one.
I'm not sure I've used that feed for the last 3 or 4 weeks.
Well, then how did you see the hateful content?
Because I've been using Twitter since you've taken it over for the last 6 months.
Okay, so then you must have at some point seen the hateful content. I'm asking for one example.
Right.
And you can't give a single one.
And I'm saying...
I say so that you don't know what you're talking about.
Elon asked for one example, and criticalthinking.exe has stopped working.
His next interview is with a black reporter. Elon's interaction with him started off nice. Reporter asks private, misleading questions. Elon Musk gets angry and shuts down the interview.
It's a lot of controversial stuff. Is that considered blowing off steam? Yeah. Yes. It is to some degree, not always. I mean, obviously I use it for to post jokes, to post, sometimes trivia. Sometimes things that are of great importance. So you do a lot of it at night, like late at night. So when you're doing this, are you sober when you do it?
Almost always, yes.
Under the influence of anything?
No, I don't drink. I don't really. No.
So you got no drink, no smoke, no nothing. I mean, you smoke pot with Rogan.
I had one puff.
Yeah.
I think anyone who smokes pot can tell I don't know how to smoke pot.
But you've admitted that you have a ketamine prescription.
Yeah.
What's that for?
Well, I mean, it's pretty private to ask somebody about a medical prescription, you know.
If you moderated yourself more, if there was better content moderation on the platform, that you wouldn't have to answer these questions from reporters about the great replacement theory as it relates to
I don't have to answer these questions.
The great replacement theory as it relates to Jewish people. Do you think that?
I don't have to answer questions from reporters. Don, the only reason I'm doing this interview is because you're on the X platform and you asked for it. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, I would not do this interview.
Let me get this straight.
Asking a billionaire if he's sober at 3 a.m. on Twitter is bold for someone who clearly wasn't sober when writing these questions.
Because it comes up a lot. What I'm trying, even came up though in the annual meeting. I mean, do your tweets hurt the company? Are there Tesla owners who say, I don't agree with his political position and I know it because he shares so much of it? Or are there advertisers on Twitter that Linda Yaccarino will come and say, you gotta stop, man. Or, I can't get these ads because of some of the things you tweet.
Offer me money. Offer me power. I don't care.
So you just don't care. You want to share what you have to say.
I'll say what I want to say, and if the consequence of that is losing money.
The interviewer practically begs Elon to admit his tweets are bad for business.
You tweet a lot.
I use my tweets to express myself. Some people use their hair. I use Twitter.
Well, but you use your tweeting to kind of get back at critics.
Rarely.
You kind of have little wars with the press.
Twitter is a war zone. If somebody's going to jump in the war zone, it's like, okay, you're in the arena. Let's go.
This interviewer is like a therapist who secretly works for HR, soft tone and one eye on the cancel Elon button.
again, you can't just say empty building.
Well,
you have to like go over a detail.
No, we did. That's why there's 97 of them. They reviewed the leases. They're vacated because of COVID. That's 144 million bucks. So right here, I have 330 million bucks. We're going to keep going, right?
Yeah, you can keep doing that.
No,
but you have to actually justify why the policies are helpful or not.
This is what's interesting.
You can say how much they cost.
Hold on a second.
If they do something useful for the government, then their prices make sense.
They're empty buildings. What use is happening for them other than landlords getting rich for nothing? The point is this: you think the government is innocent until proven guilty. I think the government, after what we've learned, is guilty until proven innocent. They have to justify why this money is being spent in the first place.
Wait a minute. That's how the law works. Innocent until proven guilty. You have to prove that
that's not how taxpayer money works, though. It's that if we find waste, you're gonna have to over-justify why this exists in the first place.
Yeah,
Secondly,
but you just fire them. You just like get rid of the program automatically before like you've done the work.
Let me go back to one more thing. This is an argument they're making. Oh, it's not that much money. Even if you only save $100 in taxpayer money, that is a moral fight worth having. That attitude is why we're.
When the woke squad rallies against Elon, but secretly wish they had his bank account.
Recently, the last remaining woke liberal, yes, she had blue hair, employee at Twitter tried to cancel me for misgendering her and said she identified as non-binary. I told her she can now identify as fired. Rest in peace, bozo. You won't be missed.
Rest in peace.
10 billion people on Earth, and Elon Musk has $200 billion. Can't he just give each person $1 billion? And here's the twist. He will still have $190 billion left over. Isn't that concerning?
That math came from a dream, not a calculator.
Okay, come on, bring it on! Bring it on! Nothing! Nothing! I love you! You are a I feel very, very sorry for you. He's just a little man. Little man. We need you out of the road, please. You're a traitor to the United States. Your truck's falling apart. Your truck's falling apart. Your truck's falling apart. Elon Musk has got to go! Get this out of here!
Woke protests versus Cybertruck. One screams, the other just drives on. Haha.
Using American police to protect his dealership.
Well, hold on a second. If private property is threatened by a mob, that is the role of the police to protect, whether it be a Wendy's being burned by Black Lives Matter or a Tesla dealership being burned by angry people like you. The first cause of government is to protect private property rights.
Do you think that's a good use of taxpayer dollars? Tesla, billionaire's property?
Hold on a second. It's not just billionaire's property. He employs well over 100,000 people. Tesla stock is held by teachers across the country.
And it's dropping, not because of Americans, but because of Europe.
Do you want it to drop?
Absolutely.
See, that is a sick and twisted worldview.
What, you want Target's stock to drop whenever they have an LGBT flag?
Target does not really make anything in this country. That's a separate issue.
You're saying the same thing about the dealership. They don't make anything, they just hold the car.
You understand all Tesla dealerships are owned by Tesla, and they're manufactured in America and designed by Americans. So what you are cheering for is the disenfranchisement and unemployment of Americans.
You can't out-logic someone who thinks logic is offensive.
Try him for treason, that's what it is. And deport him. I mean, look what happened in the French Revolution, or look at that one King of England, and he decided he did the imperial thing, and what they do, they beheaded him,
Do you support something like that for, let's say, Elon Musk?
Yeah, why not? Capital punishment. Why not? Yeah, I'm more middle of the road anyway. I mean, as far as the parties go, I consider myself an independent. Just a free will thinker in either one.
You don't really have, like, extreme political views, then?
No, but I'm...
She's not radical. She just wants to reenact the French Revolution on Tesla Drive.
Well, actually, someone just gave it to me. I just wore my button from 1973 when I was protesting this kind of crap. I've been doing that ever since. And if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem.
Brought you out here today?
Well, basically, I've always been an activist, and...
Oh, you do full-time?
No, I'm an artist. I'm here because...
What kind of art?
Watercolors, masks, handmade paper, that kind of thing. I'm a retired graphic designer. But yeah, I mean, if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. And I think it's really important. This is the closest we've been to losing our democracy ever, possibly.
Do you feel like Elon was a little bit of a revolutionary leader in the electric vehicle industry?
No,
not at all.
Oh, it's just a dumb.
Is that not
over a lot of people's companies, and took a lot of people's ideas. He is in no way a genius.
Is climate change?
Wild, rich kid who's been surrounded by people that have told him yes, and his doesn't stink for his entire life.
Is climate change an effort you care about?
I do care about climate change.
But you wouldn't give Elon credit for...
He took over, he got somebody else's idea.
Inventing the future is easy when you have a trust fund, right?
Peaceful movement to educate people and to cause Elon Musk a little bit of economic pain.
The sweet irony of a peaceful protest designed specifically to hurt someone's wallet.
I have to resist with every fiber of my being, not keying a Tesla when I see one.
The hallmark of moral superiority.
We would like to scare Elon Musk so that he gets out of our government, out of our confidential data. And
if he can lose a little bit of money, maybe he can understand how the rest of us...
What? Scare Elon Musk. Woke liberals are becoming scarier by the day.
Disavow the attacks we've seen on Teslas around the country?
I don't think it's wrong to burn cars and to do that. I do think it's all right, and it's our First Amendment right to protest and let people know that we are against what Elon Musk and Doge is doing. That is our First Amendment right.
So the people here are shouting to sell their Tesla. Who do they sell their Tesla to? And once the Tesla's sold, what do they do with it?
Well, I mean, you could try to sell your Tesla, but the used car market for Teslas is going down. So if you sell it, I would sell it now before it gets worse, because it is...
But the person who buys it, what do they do with it?
I mean, when you buy a Tesla, basically what you're saying is, I would never buy a Tesla from them because you're supporting Elon Musk and what he's doing. You need to stand up for yourself and tell them that we're not going to support you when you don't support us as regular taxpayers who are paying for Social Security, who want Medicare.
No, but the people are shouting, sell your Tesla. So the person who buys it, what do they do with it?
I wouldn't buy a Tesla.
Okay, but the people who are shouting, sell your Tesla, who are they shouting? Who is it to be sold to?
I would just sell it. Get rid of it. There's a lot.
To who?
Just get rid of it. Just dump it.
But then the person who buys it, they can keep it.
I don't care what they do. I would never personally own a Tesla.
What if they're shouting, sell your Tesla to someone who just bought a Tesla off the third-party market like you guys are suggesting?
I mean, I just wouldn't drive one around because I think it symbolizes something that I wouldn't want to represent.
I know, but I'm asking about the chant.
About the what?
The chant, when they're saying sell your Tesla.
Because I think what we're saying is, if you drive that car around, whether you bought it from a third party, whether you bought it from there, you are saying that you support that industry, that person in particular. There's a lot of EV cars out there. Toyota has one, there's Rivian, there's...
I know, but the people are shouting to sell it.
Yes.
United by a cause, divided by basic logic.
Just in solidarity? In solidarity, absolutely. Can you let me know, are we protesting specifically Tesla or Elon Musk out here?
Kind of, a little bit of both.
A little both?
Because
why Tesla?
If you buy a Tesla, you put money in his pocket. If you put money in his pocket...
That's but he only owns 10% of the stock, right? Because look, we're in deep blue Atlanta. Some people that work in there probably voted for Kamala. Okay, so you drive a Tesla, so you know, right?
Yeah.
And my other concern with the stock is that when it plunges, that hurts the state pension because a lot of our state invested into Tesla. So I'm a little concerned with this because if we're trying to get Democrats on board, gain popularity back, it seems like we're doing it in the worst place possible.
No.
No? Okay.
Because right now, I can't afford to dump my Tesla, so I'm stuck with it.
Okay.
There is now car dealers that will not accept the Tesla and trade in because so many are getting dumped.
Okay.
So, here's what I see. The stock is crashing. Elon is going to dump his stock and walk away, and then we can rebuild Tesla.
If irony were a fuel source, this rally could have powered every Tesla here.
We elect them to do that. They do it in public, and that is what the law is. It doesn't say in our Constitution, if you don't like the spending, then the richest man in the world gets to take over your money.
Do you think it's weird how all of our politicians are millionaires off of working for us?
So you want the billionaires running it?
I do want a billionaire.
You want the billionaires running our country?
They have your interest.
Wow. Are you a billionaire? Elon Musk has done nothing but break the law.
Do you think someone is breaking the laws by figuring out where all of our money in America is going, why we are
with
going
a chainsaw?
broke?
You're ridiculous.
Ma'am, look at it. He's not trying to save money. He won't save any money at all.
Elon Musk is not legally appointed to take Congress's money. It's Congress's money.
He's not taking anybody's money.
Elon Musk gave 2 Nazi salutes at a rally and then made Hitler jokes about it on Twitter. Believes that white people are not having enough babies. Why is he worried about how many babies white people are having?
Wish they have babies.
Why does he believe it's a problem?
Congress is millionaire run, but let's make a billionaire the scapegoat. Wow.
Cocktail out of Tesla, burning the battery hurts the environment.
I don't think that has done that much damage to the environment compared to what the Trump administration is doing to the environment. That is minuscule.
What do you think is the worst thing Elon Musk and his Doge team has done so far?
We don't really know what they've done in there, so I think that that's very dangerous that they're, using their technological, all the technical stuff that they're doing computerized with computers and with
Computers are the real villains here.
I didn't vote for Trump, but I certainly didn't see Elon Musk's name on there.
I didn't vote for any of these bureaucrats in the government. How do you feel about Dr. Fauci? Fan
I
or
love Dr. Fauci.
did you vote for him?
I didn't vote for him,
Or
but
was he appointed?
actually, yes, he was appointed, but after a career in and being an expert in that field, he worked his way up.
Well, Trump and Elon Musk are some of the most successful businessmen in this country.
Is Elon Musk appointed? Is he really appointed?
Fauci, yeah, he was by Trump. Yeah.
Okay, so do they are they having to be scrutinized the way any other American government employee would be, like with drug testing?
His boss is the president.
Hey, people say we want to run the country like a business.
Yeah.
Well, you wouldn't go into a business and cut things and not care about how it affects the customer.
Well, I think what you would do is, and Elon Musk, I think he is doing this right now. He's running the government kind of like he runs one of his businesses, which are very successful. He's going in and he's saying, where are people not doing an important role? And then he's firing them.
Big fan of Dr. Fauci, didn't vote for him, but totally trusts the system she also doesn't trust.
Committee reporting on USAID. Right here, you have $520 million to pay ESG to teach people in Africa about countering climate change. $65 million for vasectomies in the Congo. $20 million to create a Sesame Street program in Iraq. Would you guys be on board with like, okay, this is ridiculous, cancel those?
Yeah, but that's still some change. They have to look at really what they do. We need to look at these programs with somebody that knows about them. We have to look at them, and plus we have to raise taxes on the wealthiest people.
$20 million to create a Sesame Street program in Iraq. 4.1 for another program in Bangladesh. Do you think we can do without those?
Yeah, probably. I also think some of that may be mischaracterized, too.
Obviously, none of it's needed. It's a waste of our money. We could be building schools in Montana, where I'm from, for instance, or elsewhere with some of that money. And if we're going to spend money on giving vasectomies, we need to do that for all the progressives.
Sesame Street in Iraq? At this point, Elmo might qualify for a diplomatic passport.
Out here.
You want to repeat history, then get in the basket.
Okay. I know some people have been firebombing different Teslas. What do you think about those kind of protests against them?
I mean, the French do it.
Okay. I know people call him a Nazi. Do you think Musk's a Nazi?
He did the salute.
Yeah. But you think he's... I know people have defended that. You think he's literally a Nazi? Yeah. So, do you want to see people boycott Teslas moving forward? Absolutely. I know. Do you think it's a little bit ironic that climate activists are boycotting the most popular EV in America? All right. One more thing. I noticed. I'll blur out if is what I think is your phone number.
No.
Are you gonna get protest?
This is the hotline for legal aid.
Oh, okay.
Just in case I get
arrested. Okay. Were you planning on protesting to potentially be arrested?
Most of the protests I have been to, I haven't ever been, and it's usually permitted, and the cops are usually just here to protect us, and vice versa. But it's just on the off chance should everything go afuck.
Boycotting Teslas to fight climate change is like banning salad to end obesity.
You're a traitor to everybody, and you know it. We've seen your videos.
Thank you for following and subscribing. If you want to see all my videos, you can subscribe at Liberty Hangout.
No one should follow you because you're an absolute traitor.
Why? A traitor to who?
Caitlin Bennett is a traitor. Caitlin Bennett's a traitor.
Caitlin Bennett's a traitor. Who am I a traitor to?
Caitlin Bennett's a traitor.
Who am I a traitor to though? Like there has to be a group in which I'm being the traitor against. You won't even tell me. I like everybody that you have to have a specific group.
Can I talk to you, please? Hello, can I talk to you? I need some help. What's good?
I can talk to you.
You want to speak? You want to speak to somebody?
So I'm not dealing with this again. I will go get the officers because this is battery and assault. Yes, it is. I will go get an officer.
Why is it?
Because you're damaging our ears over a certain decibel, and I will get an officer this time. I'm not gonna put up with that, so you better stop. Thank you for listening to me. I appreciate it.
First comes the chant, then comes the legal threat. Who needs logic when you've got lung power and noise ordinances?
Care about this country, and that is unacceptable if you claim to be the president of the United States. So we are here. We are not going anywhere. We are going to continue to fight back, and we are going to continue to speak lies to his truth, to his stealing, and to his cheating. Thanks.
Is it just a confused slogan or some honesty about the strategy?
You desperately want censorship. No, if I want a censorship... You want censorship so bad you can taste it. No, that's not true. It's not true. I think that there's right and wrong. So you said if they kill the company, it's them. But doesn't the buck stop with you? I mean, you're... Don, I have to say, choose your question carefully. There's 5 minutes left. Okay, but so... Is this the question you want to ask? Why would that question upset you? You seem upset by it, are you? I think you... And I'm not trying to upset you. Well, you are upsetting me because the way you're phrasing the questions, I think, is not cogent.
In this next interview, the interviewer asks about his newly acquired company, Twitter, where advertisers were leaving and weren't ready to advertise. Elon responds with a downright crazy answer, which will make you laugh.
But there's a public perception that that was part of a apology tour, if you will. That this had been said online. There was all of the criticism. There was advertisers leaving. We talked to Bob Iger today. I hope they stop. You hope...
don't advertise.
You don't want them to advertise?
No.
What do you mean?
If somebody's going to try to blackmail me with advertising, blackmail me with money?
Cute attempt at minimizing, but the Cybertruck might beg to differ.
I'm not going to get his number. Bye.
Step 1, make Elon slightly poorer. Step 2, achieve utopia.
Are the Democrats hungry today?
No. I don't know. No, sorry.
Well, what do you think of the speeches being delivered today?
Pues, sorry.
I don't know, and sorry are the official slogans of modern activism now.
What were you guys chanting? Deport Musk. Very bold. And what do you mean by that?
Well, Musk is from South Africa. Musk is in with everyone that, he's in with Trump, and Trump's big plan is to deport millions of immigrants. He's an immigrant.
Why do you want to deport him? Like, he's an African American.
I want to deport him because he's violating our Constitution and he's doing a lot of illegal things.
But is his immigration status, is he illegally here?
I don't know if he's illegally here.
Do you think that we should deport illegal immigrants?
If someone has a criminal background, I don't have a problem with it.
Okay. Well, great. Right now, Trump is just focusing on the undocumented immigrants who have committed crimes. Do you think that somebody should be able to come here illegally, and then on top of that, which is that's already a crime, coming into the country illegally, then committing a crime like rape or violence? Do you think they should be deported?
Sure.
Okay. So you agree with Trump then?
No, I don't agree with Trump.
But that's what Trump believes.
No, Trump does not believe that. Trump believes anyone who's here illegally.
Elon Musk has got to go. Hey, hey.
Because that's a crime.
And I don't believe coming here in search of a better life is a crime.
Okay. Awesome. But there's a legal way to do it, right?
I'm done.
Her argument crashed faster than a beta Tesla update.
What is going on here in Utah? All right, let's talk to this guy. Whoop! What are you doing? Right. Jeez. What is going on? What are you doing? You're outrunning her. Oh, she's coming. How far do you want to run? Jeez, now she's kicking.
Hey, do you guys support Trump?
I voted for him, yeah.
Why?
Why?
For
Puts
more
America
white people.
first. Jeez.
Back up.
Ma'am.
Don't push up. Don't push up.
You guys, look at this. They just moved with me and blocked out. Ma'am.
You're in my space.
I wasn't in your space. How's your day going?
Throw up the flute if you guys are really about it, huh? If you guys are Elon's boys, fascist cowards.
Just stop.
Show your face, bud. Show your face.
Sorry, do we want to talk about how small your penis is today? I really didn't want to talk about the size of how tiny your dick is.
I mean, you'd never see it. Cruella de Vil, come on. You brought the kids out here today.
Yeah, because I'm not going to let them grow up to be fascists like you.
Yeah, what makes me a fascist?
Probably your love for fascism.
Really?
Just so you know, I brought my 2 white boys here so they don't grow up to be fascists. Because I want them to grow up to be like these fascists.
No. We don't support fascism. What'd you say?
You're a child. You're not allowed to talk to my child. Don't touch your kid.
I didn't touch your kid.
I didn't
touch your kid.
Pathetic. Why don't you throw up your Elon salute?
Get out of here.
You get out of here.
We're permitted to be.
So am I. Yes. I love the Color Garden High School. I loved the Color Garden High School. That was like my favorite thing during the football games.
No real father.
Yeah, get the embarrassment. Get the out of here. Leave. You're.
All right, we're moving over to members only. Going member, and we're going members only.
Hopping over to members.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hail Satan. Let's start there.
All right, come here. What's going on, sir?
You tell me what's going on.
Yeah, I just heard you yell.
Yep, hail Satan.
Interviewer unlocked ghost mode while they speedrun public meltdown.
Can you tell us about your sign today?
It's pretty self-explanatory, no?
What inspired you to bring that out here today?
Fascism.
Can you expand on that?
No, you can look it up.
Have you punched any Nazis in the last week?
That's not something I'm willing to disclose.
Has there been any Nazis here today?
Yes, they're everywhere. They might hold the microphone.
And why do you say that?
Why not? I don't know you.
What do you think is the worst thing the Trump administration has done so far?
Yeah, you're not gonna get anything out of me. Good luck.
Okay, well, thank you. Take care.
She brought a billboard but forgot the PowerPoint. And that's a wrap on the great logic blackout. Elon's unbothered, protests loud, and irony off the charts. Like, share, and stay tuned for more chaos.